All right. So we are live.
Woo woo.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've got about 300 followers now. So I don't know who's going to pop in or pop out. But for anybody paying attention, I'm S Mac, and I've got with me Brad's World Coins. Uh, so I originally saw him from Penny Haven about a year ago, and ever since then, I pretty much follow and watch every video of his. He does nice big giveaways. He goes through big bags of foreign coins. He does oh, what's it called when you go through them and evaluate them? Your
Oh, like eBay evaluations or appraisal adventures.
appraisal adventures. There we go. That's the one I was thinking of. I've watched them all.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Anybody who follows me knows that I do sixth grade science experiments. I do eBay evaluations. I do sticker time, channel shout outs, stuff like that. I'm a hodgepodge of about whatever I can try to find and put on the camera and put on a broadcast. So um, I really don't have a system here, but me and Brad's gone back and forth a few times, and I just said, hey, how about we just go live and just start talking foreign coins and world coins just for fun? And so we carved out an hour and a half tonight. So anyway, for anybody's jumping in on chat now, I just want to introduce Brad. I didn't know if anybody on my circle of YouTube people know who Brad is. I'm sure a few of you have been on this channel. Let's see, private. That's private chat. There's no. All right, no comments or nothing. It says we have one follower, but that could be my phone.
Yeah.
So I don't have the YouTube side open, so if any comments come through, they got to come through the StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
They're a little delayed. I'm not up to snuff on all the comings and goings of getting the chat to pop on the screen or anything like that. I'll figure it out as I go. I'm pretty savvy
Okay.
when I have time to figure it out.
I mean, should I check it out with my phone maybe?
Maybe see what happens.
I could
So
join
the
it.
only thing that I brought tonight for a conversation piece is basically, I guess, a live mail call. You guys can see one of the coins that's on my scope right now. Um, so I bought, let's see. Some of you guys know what this is. This is basically an album type book, like a Dansko, and it's actually decent quality. It's not. I say it's between a Whitman and a Dansko. The quality is pretty decent. It's from Lighthouse. I think it's a company down in Florida. I'm not 100% sure, but they have decent stuff, and they have all these books for Canadian coins. So I basically asked for one thing for Christmas, and it was to get all these books.
Very
Um,
nice.
so I am a part of a Facebook group that Misplaced Jupiter Girl started to buy, sell, trade some coins, and she offered up some Canadian large cents, and I've got 3 holes filled in this book. So I told her to send me one of every extra she had, and she did.
Nice.
So paid just a little bit under book value for them, and she picked up shipping for me, and I had got sent her a few stickers along the way, and then I redid her logo for her thumbnails. So that was a trade that I did. No, it's not on your phone. I am lurking. What's up, John of Oof? How you been, buddy? We're going over some world coins tonight with my friend Brad World's Coin. I don't know why I can't say that. Brad's World Coins. There we go. I'll
You
get it
know, I
done.
struggled with saying my own channel name for about 2 months at the beginning. At the end of every single video, I tried saying it and I screwed it up every single time.
So no S. Brad's World Coins. I got it. I'll
Yep.
figure it out. So I got my scope up. I showed off my little fake Dansko from Lighthouse, even though I think I like them better. They're definitely flashier than the Danskos. Have you gotten one of these yet? I know we were talking about it online one day.
No. See, I go for the cheap used Whitmans.
Whitman, got it.
Yeah, I
I've got
actually
a
just
few
picked
of
these
those.
up. So Penny Haven turned me on to Chief Coin Supplies or something like that.
Gotcha.
I got the Indian head cents. Let's see. There we go. So this was $1 used.
Cool.
So this has got the Flying Eagle and the Indian heads.
Yep.
Nothing's in it. And then I got Canadian dimes. And I think that was $1.50. Again, used. Canadian nickels. Same price. And more Canadian nickels. So I've got a boatload of these. I've been keeping my eye out for Canadian quarters.
Gotcha.
I got a ton of those too. I've got my Canadian cents, my large cents, and my small cents, which I did videos on earlier. So
cool.
I mostly got these just because I have so many in these kinds that I'm like, well, I might as well do a date run, and it'll consolidate the collection, so it's a lot smaller. Because I've got over 4,000 coins, and I'm at the stage where I'm not grabbing more in large quantities. Like that 10-pound bag hunt that I just did, that's the last large purchase I've done of world coins, and I want to back off of that for a while until I consolidate my collection. And what I'm really going for in my collection is more of a robust sort of thing, where it's basically if I have an example of the type of coin, then I'm fine with it. So the design, the year, like the design years and the denomination. So I'm just kind of going for that scatter shot out there. I'm finding that I have a lot of duplicates. So I'm siphoning those off into a bucket. I'm trying to figure out how I want to sell those. I've been selling some as I go along, but really I think, I guess I could show you. We've got those 7 boxes full of world coins that I've got to figure out which are the duplicates in there that I'm ready to sell.
Are those the red boxes that fit the 2x2s?
Yep. I have a lot of them, and I mean this this was another one that just happened to fit 2x2s. I don't even know what this is supposed to hold, but gold polka dots.
So I'm also a baseball card collector. What I have found is the old 700 count baseball card boxes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of wiggle on the side, but they fit 2x2s, and then I put like a paper towel down the side to kind of keep them tight.
Oh, nice.
That worked out pretty good.
Yeah, I remember those baseball card boxes. I had a lot of them. I actually ended up selling my entire collection about 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
I picked out all the nice ones, and I had a lot of autographed items, and so I sold those separately. But then the bulk of all the cards, I think I got rid of about 8,000 cards for $120 or something.
Yeah, all cards are about a penny a piece if you're lucky.
Yeah, I think I still got a deal out of it too. So.
Hey, Vintage, what are you doing tonight? Say, Amy, I got these. If you guys weren't here earlier, I got these off of Misplaced Supergirl. I think it's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 large cents. And I believe 2 of them are the semi-key dates. Because when I looked them up, I think one of them on average was going for around $20. So that's what I've got going on right now. I probably won't get through them. I personally like to log them into Numista and then put them in, log them on Numista that I put them in my album, and then I put them in my album is what I like to do. So I don't know if I'll get through these tonight, but I just wanted to pull out something foreign while we talk.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a scope working. I tried to hook up my phone earlier, but we're having audio issues, or else I'd be showing some of the stuff I've got a little bit closer. Let's see if that...
Of course, Amy did a bang-up job on taping all this stuff, so I'm still unpackaging everything.
So is Amy one of your subscribers, or?
I don't know if she subscribes to me or not. It's Misplaced Supergirl. She's been around. She used to do a Canadian coins chat a couple years ago. I met her down at the Cincinnati Coin Show last year. I know she's been battling some health issues. She's currently up in Minnesota. She streamed the other night, and she put out an update video yesterday, I believe.
Okay.
She's pretty popular in the coin community. Most people know who she is. I know she was affiliated with CoinOp there for a while. I'm not sure. I don't think she does anything with them anymore. But
what's her name again?
Misplaced Youper Girl.
Misplaced Youper Girl. Yeah, I haven't heard of her. But I haven't been in the community terribly long, and maybe a year.
Right. Well, I remember when Pennyhaven kind of, I don't know, it wasn't a shout out video, but I was watching one of his videos, and he's like, "Hey, if you like World Coins, go watch this guy."
Yeah.
It was one of your videos where you're sitting on your living room floor on your carpet with your camera above all your pile of coins, and you're just going through them, and then you had this wheel of countries that you had.
Right.
That was one of the first videos I saw of yours.
I think that was my welcome video.
Was it your welcome video?
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun with that one.
Cool.
It's hard to believe I've been doing this over a year now.
Same here. I took about a 4 or 5 month break. Just, I don't know. It wasn't worth getting into trying to find someone every single night to follow or whatever. And I didn't make any videos for a while. I mean, I have a decent following. If I post a video, I normally get anywhere from 15 to 25 comments. So I know people are watching and following. So I figured I should.
That's more than I'm getting. Nice.
Keep putting stuff out. So.
Yeah, my eyes aren't working terribly great. I get this thing on.
So this is the first one I got out, 1911. Of course, I really wanted to pull up my Numista page, but I got my iPad in front of me too. Maybe I'll do that. I got everything hooked up.
Yeah, you can share your screen on here, can't you?
I can, but I didn't want to jump back and forth.
Ah, that makes sense.
I don't have an OBS or anything like that, so it's not a quick one button. It's a go to camera mic, camera view, share page, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could figure it out. I just being lazy, I guess.
Makes sense.
Of course, I could probably should go to Coins in Canada. You ever been on that website?
No, I haven't.
I like it better than Numista, definitely for obviously for Canadian coins. That was another thing I wanted to talk to you about, which, you know, just live. Is there what other websites you use as reference besides Numista? I've heard you reference that a few times, but
when I first started, I was looking more into ucoin.net. They have a really robust collection. I found some coins on ucoin.net that aren't on Numista. And what I like about it is you can go through the countries, and they'll have the standard circulation with all the denominations for like a certain year range, and they usually go by ruler or by the denomination set. And so there won't always be a column with that denomination, especially if it's only been issued like 1 year. But you might have a range of 50 years, but it'll have that one. It'll have the different types. Like sometimes they change metals in between years, and so it'll have a nice little slit even on the same year. So like for instance, like Japanese coinage, they're 5 sen and 10 sen and 1 sen. They changed the composition of them all around the war years, like 42, 43 or whatnot. So you'll have those cells even divided, and they'll have like little denotations that show like what the composition was. So you can click on either one of those, and they've got pictures on there. It's all user supported. What I like most about it is if you don't feel like you're a great grader, if you don't know what you're doing with how good of a condition the coin is, or you don't really care so much about that, but you just want a general value of what's the going rate on average of these things, that's the price that they put up there. And so that's always been kind of nice to know, is just, okay, what is this about selling for? I don't care what condition it's in. And the problem with that is, though, if a lot of them are in higher condition that are selling and being reported, then, well, you have a skewed value there. So that's the benefits of Ucoin. Also, if you hover over the cells as you're searching through the different areas, they'll pop up a picture of those coins if they have it for that year, which is really helpful in identifying things that you're like, I'm pretty sure it's in this area, but not. So I used that a lot earlier, but I've really been converted in Mista, and I've been trying to put my collection in there, but it's slow going.
Yep. I'm
I
at
think I have 300 coins in there.
now.
What?
I think I've 1,200 coins logged on Numista now.
1,200, nice. Yeah, I think I've got about 300, and yeah, my collection that I've documented so far is about 4,000, and I've got a giant pile that I have not documented yet.
I've got bags and bags I haven't documented yet.
Yeah.
I was hoping to start doing this and start carving out time doing live streams and then just putting them on Numista. I know JW started doing that, and I was thinking, crap, I don't want to think people think I'm copying him, but I'm like, I really had this idea like a year ago.
Yeah, I did too. This is my same idea, so I'm glad you mentioned, hey, let's do this, because I've been wanting to, and I didn't know how to go live, so I'm glad you.
And I'm not 100% either, but I know where the live button is. That's what got me started.
I think what bugged me is I could never find the live button on my mobile phone, but I could see it on the desktop. I didn't want to go live with my desktop camera because it sucks. So, oh well. I've also got some other setup pieces that I've got to figure out. I've got a microphone and a preamp, but I've never taken the time to figure out how to connect those.
Got you.
Yeah. Someday.
Let's see.
I work at a music retailer, so I should learn how to do that.
Gotcha. I was going to ask you, that was one of my questions I asked you today, is what you did normally.
Yeah, so I work at Sweetwater Sound. I live up in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Why does that sound familiar?
Penny Haven works there too.
Oh, probably.
I think he's mentioned it, maybe. I don't know.
Probably right.
But, I mean, it's one of the largest music retailers in the world. That might be the other reason.
Got you. So no, I work for a gas company that they're based out of Hammond, Indiana, but they have a control center in Columbus, Ohio. So that's where I work.
Cool. I like Columbus. I've been there a few times. It's been a while.
It's okay.
Yeah, I used to live over in. Huh?
I have no complaints.
Yeah, I used to live over in the Canton, Ohio area, so we'd go down to Columbus every so often.
Is that where you grew up, or?
No, it's just where my last job was.
I went to school at Mount Union.
Oh, I lived in Alliance.
Yeah. There you go.
Small world. Mount Union was like a mile away.
Have you been there in the last, I don't know, 10 years?
I drive through there every so often, and it is growing, and there's so many new things all the time.
Yeah.
They've got a Buffalo Wild Wings right across from the Mount Union now. And
I remember the old place. It was tucked away in that little country mart type thing in the back left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Jim Ballard was the quarterback a couple years before me, and he played for Scottish Greymoors, I think. Claymores, and his championship jersey was up at the B-Dubs. That was like the big thing when I went to school there.
That's pretty cool.
So on Numista, I currently have 1,034 coins logged in. 83 different countries, 728 different coins, and 400 different types of coins. So with that said, I've got a large collection of Canadian cents in there, and then a large collection of British large pennies in there. So that's why my countries and different types are a little lower than my total coins added.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
And as much as the value of Numista doesn't mean anything because it's, you know, who's willing to buy it. My current
Exactly.
value is $780.
Let's see what I've got on mine. Let's see. Oh, I've got 527 coins on there. 472 different ones, 364 different types, 71 countries. Let's see. The estimated value is $897.
Nice.
2.76 kilograms of coins.
Kilograms of coins. Where's the? Mine's 5 kilograms, but of course,
Okay.
a lot of mine is the UK large cent.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah,
bought.
mine's probably more valuable because I've tended to go like log in my silver coins first.
Didn't have a whole lot of silver coins. I just started getting into that in the past year, hanging out on YouTube, trying to figure out what I wanted to collect. So
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun getting foreign silver under melt. It's been nice.
yeah,
I think it's just hard for people to buy it here, or sorry, hard for people to sell it at the right price here.
hi Kayla, how you doing tonight?
Hey.
How's it on the YouTube side? On the StreamYard side, we seem to be pretty smooth, but it does look like we're a little choppy. I just wanted somebody that's actually watching to give us a little feedback. So do you know who Kayla fan number 1 is?
I don't recognize that one. But
she hangs out at all the auctions, coin op, all the bigger names. I actually made some stickers for her. It looks like she changed her thumbnail, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe that might be an old thumbnail.
Oh, online coin auctions?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't been to any of those. You like those?
I like hanging out to make sure what prices are.
You don't buy them too much?
Not very often. I've got to. Thanks, Kayla. I appreciate the feedback. That's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
So I think I've been hanging out at CoinOp for almost a year now, and I've bought one item. And it was an oddball piece, and it was nothing. It was actually a token.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm buying this. I don't care what it's cost. And I basically I ran up the price, and my last bid was like $4 over the person before me, and everybody's like, okay, SMAC wants it. It was a token, a good luck token from a shoe company in Portsmouth, Ohio.
Oh.
From 1903. Now, I don't know the company. I'm not affiliated with Portsmouth, Ohio, and judge me if you want, but the only reason I bought it is because it had a huge swastika on there.
Oh, I may have run across a few of those.
And I only bought it just because I love irony of history. Mm-hmm. So in the matter of 30 years, that symbol went from great luck and prosperity to, the devil's coming type of thing. And I'm like, okay, so one guy used it, and that means nobody else is allowed to use it the rest of history. So, I think that's, I don't know if I want to call it ironic or, what's the word when kind of like out of the side of your mouth type thing, when history just kind of puts definitions to words and then no longer we're allowed to use things. So I'm just like, all right, mm-hmm. I wanted the design, and it meant something before it meant something to everybody. And it was, it had actually a good luck symbol and quality to it. Now, I don't know if it's brought me good luck. I've had it for about 5 or 6 months now.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't had any bad luck, so I must be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember coming across those while I was doing appraisal adventures for that lady, and she had like 5 or 6 of them or something, but they were different. Some of them were with the Boy Scouts. They got some ranger on a horse holding a flag, and it always had good luck Excelsior shoes or something like that.
It's exactly what this one says.
Okay.
From Portsmouth, Ohio.
Yeah, I actually found a website somewhere that was documenting all the different kinds of these because there's a lot of different versions of it. And I didn't realize that. So there's just
Numisma's
some
got
slight.
a pretty big group of tokens on there. I think they have a lot of tokens on there, but most of them don't have any information. It's mostly guys like you and me just submitting, "Hey, I have this token. Let's see if anybody else has it."
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's cool. But yeah, that's the only thing I bought from CoinOps auction. I hang out there a lot. Pay attention. I mostly learn. Um, like Robert from CoinOp, he'll explain errors and varieties, and he'll show them. So that's another reason why I like to just kind of pay attention because I don't know what a shoulder fold is on the 1942 Walking Liberty. Job,
Mhm.
what's up? I went through a handful of them. Mostly what I did was I pulled them out, separated them into my collection, and then stored them back away. I've got this drawer that's about half my desk size that has all penny rolls in it. And that's basically what I did is I pulled out the Indian head pennies and put them with my collection. Pulled out the rolls that were bank wrapped rolls and put them with my bank wrapped collection. And then the rest of the tube rolls I just kind of put in um, um, in another drawer that I just have a bunch of tubes and I just marked them on what years I had, and that's kind of cool. Hidden numismatist, how you doing, buddy? There's a
Hey.
fellow Indianan.
Oh, he's
Do you
from
know who?
Indiana too?
Yeah, I believe he's central Indiana area. I know he's
Okay.
drivable to Cincinnati. I don't know if he wants everybody to know where he's from, but I know that much is public. So
Yeah, I'm in Fort Wayne, so probably
he's a
not.
big buyer. He's a big buyer on the coin auctions. He knows he always has a list of what he's looking for. You can tell. Uh,
Okay.
you can tell what he attacks on the auctions. So
I
yeah,
might
he
have to
has a
check him out
thing
sometime.
about pachyderms. So if anything with elephants on foreign silver coins, he buys up. I know that much.
Ah, okay. See, my wife really loves elephants, and if I'm gonna win her over to this hobby, I think I got to get a few more elephants.
There's a few out there.
I've got some, mostly from Somalia
Yep,
and Ceylon. I think had a few as well. The
gotcha.
early Sri Lankan coins.
Yep, I got it. I actually, as you know, I love their square coins.
Yep, you love
So
all the shape coins.
I've got a whole baseball box of shaped coins. Nutty
Yeah.
computer guy that loves coins and elephants. That's right. So I know he's made computers for at least 7 or 8 streamers that I know of.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
sure he's made computers for more than that.
I'm pretty sure it's not free, but
No, but I hear it's top notch. You're getting what you paid for.
that's good.
I've heard a few people that's pretty happy with his stuff.
It's always good
Yeah,
to have happy customers. They spread the love,
how
and then you
about
get
getting
more. So if you
maybe.
want more, you keep them happy. If you don't want more, then you got to get bad. You got to have those bad experiences.
That's right.
But what I've actually found is if you have those bad experiences and you are awesome with the customer service, you gain huge loyalty. And like it's like your name is known far and wide for how awesome you are at fixing things too. And so it's almost like you took your bad karma and turned it into like a million times better. It's
I
really
could see
cool.
that. I think I've done that a few times with the shirt shop here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
All right.
enjoying that shirt I got from you.
Sweet. I saw it in your stream there, your
Yeah,
update.
my blunder at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's how I saw it because the camera had a mind of its own and went all over the place. Man. So
Yeah,
1911. We can type this in. We probably should do something world coinage, but
I guess so. Since I failed to have anything that people can see on my end.
it's all good. So I've got bags and bags and bags of stuff we can do this with. So,
Kayla, that's a 1 cent, a large 1 cent.
Yep. Yep. So I've got my scope as high as I can. Maybe next time I'll set it a little higher so we can see the whole coin. But I am deeply impressed with the detail in this coin. Most of these old large Canadian cents is you don't see any of that detail. Look at that. And then look at his dress, his dressage. Kayla is a big Canadian silver fan because I can never buy it at the price I want at these auctions. So yeah, look at that. That is nice.
Very nice.
I love Canadian coins. There she goes.
There you go. Yeah, I just picked up a Canadian Goose dollar for under melt. I was pretty happy with that. Decent condition too.
So 1911, large cent, and I'm going to say this is at least Kayla, all fair in love and war and auctions. I'm perfectly fine with it. It's what happens is when I bow out at a price, that sets the market, and I understand that. So, if you and me just keep battling out and overpay 3-4 times, then what happens is that increases the market. So the next time I'm in an auction without you, that basically hurts me when I go to buy other coins. Now, granted, it's a small ripple effect, but I get it. I've been doing auctions for years on not even coins, but just everything. So no, it's, I have my price and I bow out. I know you've got a decent Canadian collection because I've seen what you bought. So according to Coins in Canada, at VF20, this is about a $3.50 coin.
Nice.
So I trust their values a little bit more than Numista. Because if you read Numista's, they do try to explain a little bit on how they've set their pricing, and it's basically an amalgamation of 4 or 5 different websites and just how whatever they can capture. They don't do a true pricing. Like, they don't have a market detail. It's just, hey, it sold on these 5 websites and it averaged, $8. Here you go. So
something else I've heard of recently. Let's see. What's it called? Mint State Coins.
Yeah.
Coin Help for You has been pushing that a bit. And I actually had them reach out to our coin club, and they were asking me to do some reviews on it and check out the website and push it towards our members. And I never got around to actually doing that. So, I guess anybody out there, have you guys checked out Mint State Coins? What do you guys think about it?
I have. I like it. I think it's very similar to Numista for American coins. And I think what's going to... Is it only
American?
I didn't see very many foreign coins on there.
Okay.
They might have some on there. Yeah, look at these denticles, Kayla. Every single denticle's on there. This might be more than a 20. This might be closer to a 40. But I'm not a grader, but I'm very, very, very happy with what Amy sent me. I definitely got my money's worth. So I like Numista or Mint State. What's going to set them apart is when their picture grading service is complete. I know it's in trial phase right now, where if you scan your Morgan dollar, and I think they're starting with Morgans, and I don't think they're finished yet. So when you scan your Morgan dollar and scan it in, they'll say, "Oh, hey, that's an EF40, or that's an MS65, or that's a AU58." When that becomes available, you better be on mintstate.com. But so far, I like it. It's one of the websites when I'm at work and I'm just bored, I'll get on there and just check stuff out, because I'm more of a foreign guy. Don't get me wrong. I do think American coinage might be a little boring, just a touch.
Oh, I'm with you there.
Now, collecting UK large cents for 200 some years, Yeah, it's boring. It's just as boring as collecting walking liberties. I get it.
Yep.
But I just, when I'm done with UK large cent, I can just move on to another one. I can find something else.
Hmm.
With
I've been
there
looking for
becomes
those
a
books,
point.
but I haven't found one like
Yeah,
a
I
Whitman
found
holder.
one book for UK large cents, and it was a ratty book that they were trying to sell for like $80 online. I'm like,
Oh
I
my
ain't paying that.
gosh. Somehow Pennyhaven got a hold of one.
That's cool.
Or
So,
two, actually. I think he's got one of the older ones as well.
well, they only go like 40 years. I think there's 3 books total that the old Whitman books made.
Oh, okay.
There's one that crosses the 1900s. Then there are ones that goes from like 1920 or 1910 to like 1940s, and then there's another one that goes from 40 to 71 or 72 when they went to decimal.
Yep.
Here's my point on American. There becomes a point where everyone needs the same key date, which is the same with foreign coins too. I get it. But
Hmm.
then there also gets to the point where all you're really doing is upgrading versus collecting. Now, completely understand the value in that, and I like the value in that, and I do that at times. But sometimes I think you're chasing your tail a lot when you do that. So that's why people get into errors and varieties because they need something else to move on to.
Yeah.
Because the walking Liberty half, I mean, if I really wanted to, in 2 to 3 weeks of auctions, I can have all of them.
Hmm.
I mean, they're all available. Now, the couple of key date coins that are hard to get are the 09S cent, the 16D Merc dime. Um, there's the 89S Morgan dollar. Um, you don't see, was it the 34 or 35S Peace dollar? You don't see very many of, or the 28, it's the 28S. So there's those 5 or 6 that are, you know, rainbow type coins. When you get, you're like, holy cow, I found one. But
Hmm.
beyond that, it's all you're doing is upgrading because you can go out and find them. It's you hit up a couple coin shows, hit up a couple YouTube auctions, hit up a couple regular auctions, online auctions. You can find everything.
Yeah.
Now, go find me a 1918H UK large cent. That's a hunt.
Yeah, that's because nobody's looking for him.
You're probably right. There are probably plenty out there, but nobody knows to offer them for some weird guy in Ohio trying to put a book together.
Exactly. Ain't that the truth?
No kidding.
Well,
So
I'll tell you
19,
what. I've been. I told you I've been doing those Facebook auctions at
yeah,
the American Coin Club group or whatever it's called. Um, I get laughed at whenever I've been posting some rare world coins. So I've been a little frustrated with that. I did find another foreign coin only for U.S. people, and I actually sold one of my rare ones for about $125. So I was pretty happy with that.
you'll have to send me the group name on that one. I'd be interested. I've got a couple runs that I've got extras of. I'm trying to
Okay.
unload. Matter of fact, I just gifted one just yesterday, just because I was tired of it sitting on my desk.
Yeah, it was so it was a UK shilling during King Edward the Seventh's reign. This is a
Okay.
1905. All the other ones have at least 2 million minted, and this one had 488,000. And somehow I came across two of them. One of them in the American Coin Club group I got for $6, and then the
Nice.
other one I inherited from my grandmother. So I ended up selling the best one for $125. So I was pretty happy with that.
Nice. I haven't come across any it's not rainbows. What do you call those? Elephants. I haven't come across any big ones like that yet.
Yeah.
So
Trying to
according
sell
to
the other one.
coins in Canada, this 1911, there are 3 varieties. One has a die crack on the leaves, or there's 2 separate die crack on the leaves, and then a retained broken die. I don't know. Hopefully they show pictures. Oh, the denticles on the edge. I didn't see any edge issues there. And then I'm not close enough to see the die cracks on the leaves. I have to pull up my other scope, which is at home.
Hmm.
That's another reason why I like Coins in Canada, because they actually have pictures of the varieties. They're kind of cool.
Okay. I'll definitely have to remember that one.
But yeah, then I got to go back to Numista to log it, because I'm trying to log it all in the same. Because that was the other reason why Mint State, I thought about doing my U.S. stuff on mintstate.com and all my foreigns on Numista. Because I started putting my U.S. stuff on Numista just because you're capable. But I was just, I might keep them separate.
Not a bad idea.
So I'm logging this one in. So the other thing I like about Numista is you can put in private comments. Let me see. I had to check my list. I don't have a UK 18, but 2 19s. The 18H, I believe, is the key date, JOB. I think they minted them in 2 or 3 different places. And for some reason, if I remember correctly, the 1918H, they minted like 500,000 of them, and a bunch of them got destroyed. I'd have to look that up. I might have the 1911. I'm fixing to look and see. You said a die chip is on the leaf. So what I saw the picture of, it's a die crack, and if it's there, the die crack would be right underneath this one right here. Underneath the 1911, let me flip the coin back around here. So yeah, it'd be under the left-hand leaf, underneath the 9. The die crack is right there. Of course, I got my words there. According to Coins in Canada, the die crack's right here, and it's pretty faint. I don't see it on mine. So private comment, Uperstash. Let's see, and then I'm gonna put this into my album. And I know what the buying value is. I wrote all these down, but I completely forgot. I've been trying to log that in just for posterity's sake, but I'm going to give this bad boy an XF. I'm pretty happy with it. So push save. And according to Numista, this is in my book, so I got to put it in my book. JOB is going to make me look up I might have my oh, it was UK. I'm in the wrong book. Never mind. I'm trying to look up 1918 H's in the Canadian book. They're not in there. That's the other reason why I was hoping that they made a book for the UK coins, because I like having the mintages and all that stuff like readily handy when I open the book. So I bought these little $6 flip cases that are meant for coins off of Amazon. I bought like 10 of them. And I was going to start displaying my UK large cents and put them in the flip books, and so I can carry them put them on the bookshelf with my Danskos. Let me see. I have a picture of my desk on my computer somewhere. Over 1 year, I've probably spent about $4,000, and it's all sitting on my desk, all piled and shelving and everything. It's crazy.
Just on books or on coins too?
A lot of coins, but I've probably bought 12 Danskos, 10 Lighthouse Canadian books, and then I got a bunch of the Green Whitmans from a Facebook marketplace. I got them all for like $4 a piece.
That's cool.
And they were all sealed. It's kind of cool.
Are you sure you don't have any duplicates in there?
In the Whitmans, I don't think I do. Let's see. Coins in Canada. So you have the 15, 16, 18, and 19. Let's check those out. So the 15, 16, 18, 19, 16, 18, and 19. So no key dates on those 4, Kayla. The 16, though, it depends on the shape of them. If you're getting up into the EF40 range, the 15 and the 16 start to skyrocket. They're about $20 a piece between EF40 and AU50. But the rest of them are, just regular dates. But, large cents average, even on eBay, they average close to $2.50, $3 a coin.
Mm-hmm.
So they hold good value, even though the book value is, maybe $1.50, but they hold a lot of good value on the online auctions.
Yeah, I've been finding that with Canadian coins, they actually do pretty well.
Yep. All right.
I think
So
it's because people keep on finding them in our change because, well, maybe not this stuff.
yeah, this stuff isn't in your change, but this one's a little more than what I expect. Now, you still see some denical wear here to the left, and then you see some denical wear on the rim. But to be honest with you, I mean, this is at least close to a 12, if not higher. So I mean, I'm happy with. She sent me some good stuff. I mean, I'm only 3 coins in. I already pulled 1 coin out earlier, but so yeah, Amy knew what she was collecting. I've streamed a lot. She had like 4 or 5 shows about Canadian coinage. I've streamed them all, trying to listen, pay attention. So this is normal right here, where you don't see any thing on his face. I mean, you see a little bit of his beard, but it has a wood grain to it, but it's definitely worn out. All the high points are rubbed off, but all the denticles are still there. I mean, it's just a solid coin. All the wording's still there. That's nice. And yeah, Canadian coins, I think the main reason why most of us collect it is because when we were growing up and we would look at change, the only thing different was wheat pennies were different, bicentennial quarters were different, but quarters didn't change, dimes didn't change, nickels didn't change in our lifetime up until the last, since 2000.
Yeah.
So the only thing that was cool for us was every now and then you get Canadian coins, be like, oh, sweet. So yeah, my mom was a waitress growing up. I used to sit down on a Saturday night and go through her apron. That was my fun on Saturday night, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to pull out my book. I think I still have my book from when I was like 12 years old that I would just put them in the slots. And I mean, I found all kinds of stuff, but I started with Canadian coinage. That was my foreign coins back then.
That's cool.
Every now and then you get like a Bahama coin or something like that in there. It was kind of neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I grew up in Western Pennsylvania, and so we'd go up to Canada, to Niagara Falls every so often, and I'd always keep all my change, and I'd stick it in flips, even if it was just pennies, and they were like looked like they had gum on them. I was just like, oh, this is different.
Yep.
I look at those now with my bad spelling and everything. I'm just like, wow. But they actually are worth a little bit more now because they stopped making the pennies. So
no.
So
Kayla, if you're still in here, this is something that if you have watched any of my old eBay evaluations, there was a eBay person called Mandy Teach, and she was selling these hodgepodge coin things, and she was selling them between $20 and $25, $8 a ship, $1.50, $1.80, whatever it was in tax. So it was like for between $30 and $35. And I was getting like 100 carded foreign coins. I was getting a handful of old constitutional, not even constitutional, just old America stuff like V nickels, Indian head pennies, stuff like that. Might have been a silver dime or two or whatever. But there would always be like a silver certificate or a $2 bill. But every single one of them had a bank wrapped roll of 2012 Canadian cents. So I tell you that, but you haven't been hanging out in some of the online auctions, especially on YouTube. The 2012 OBW rolls. Now these ones are all shrink wrap because Canada didn't really do the whole paper thing. It was cheaper to shrink wrap them. So I've got 4 of those now, Paul Hampton, I have seen him pay $25 a piece for one roll of the 2012s because they are the last year and they carry value. And so I've got 4 OBW rolls of 2012, and I bought those eBay lots on purpose just for those rolls. Now,
Nice.
I had fun going through the rest of them, but those rolls are sitting in my roll collection in my drawer.
Very nice.
And that was the only reason. That was because they were 2012s.
So have you started selling any yet?
No.
See, that's what I came across is I ran out of budget, and so I'm just like, you know what? Because I've been budgeting myself $20 a month for coins.
Hi, Alden. How you doing?
Hey, Alden. So I set my budget for $20 a month for coins, and then I was just like, you know what? I want to buy more than this, and so I looked at my collection and realized I had too many duplicates, and that's where I've been going with it.
Alden Davis is one of the mainstays in YouTube coin community. So very, very blessed to have him in my chat. So
yeah, welcome.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Alden, this is Brad's World Coins. He does some eBay valuations. He does foreign coin giveaways. He does some other stuff like that. Puts out videos every now and then. Don't see him in chat a whole lot. I think he's got a busy life, but I grabbed him for an hour tonight and held him hostage.
This is the only time I have to do anything coin related.
So we've had a few dealings off of YouTube. So I like talking foreign coinage, and I know he's a little step above me. So I like talking to smarter people and trying to gain knowledge myself. So.
I don't know if I'm a step above you, but I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. So
you're a step above me. I got back into it a year ago, hot and heavy. I'm catching up, but I mean, I took a 2-year break with ball cards and playing billiards and doing all kinds of stuff, coaching baseball, So.
Yeah, my grandma helped me a lot. They'd travel the world, she and my grandpa, and they'd always bring back all their change. And I was one of 2 grandkids that actually stayed interested in the hobby. And so we both got to split the collection. And that was a fun day.
Cool. Splitting it or?
Yeah, we split it. So yeah, I mean, and that's what got me back into the hobby because I had been out of touch for a while. I still kept my coins. But this was about, probably about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago I got it, and then started looking around for coin clubs after I finally stuck it all on a spreadsheet. Yep. And yeah, I found a coin club. I'm the vice president there right now. I've been there for 4 years now, I think. It's a lot of fun. I'll tell you.
1910 just went into my book, so it is in Numista. It is in my album. I give it a grade of fine because I could see all the denticles, a little high spot on the back. I might be a little light on the grading, but I'm happy. I already have a 1910 in my box somewhere, apparently. According to Numista, I had one logged already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, you gotta find it.
Yeah, well, I know where it's at. It's in one of my 4 boxes that I've logged in Numista solely.
That's good.
So the 1907H is the key date for this run of Canadian large cents, 1902 to 1910. Thanks, Alden. Appreciate that. So they made 2 rounds of 1907s. One has 2.4 million minted, and it holds a little bit higher value than some of the others, not a whole lot. But the 1907H, which was struck at the Heaton Mint, I don't know where Heaton is, but its value is anything above VG, you're talking 10 times the value of other large cents. So the 1907H. And I know the H is at the bottom. I think the bottom next to, I don't think I have a 1907 in this collection I bought from Amy. But I think the H on some of these coins are right there. I have to go to the website. Try to be a little bit informative here while we're chit-chatting. 1907. 1907H, there it is. Ooh, Coins in Canada says, yep, that's exactly where it is. If you have a 1907H, it's right there. I know Amy knows her coins. I'm sure she didn't sell me a 1907H. Say, Alden, I bought these from Uper Girl. She sold me all her double large cents so I can fill my book. She didn't sell me all her doubles, but as much as I could afford. I gave her a number and she put them together. Oh, so I have a 1907 right here. I'm sure it's not the key date, but so what other YouTube channels do you follow on World Coins? I just started listening to one yesterday. I was gonna tell you about.
I would like checking out Silver International. He and I have hit it off quite well over the years. He's over in the Netherlands, and yeah, he's just really cool. He's mostly into silver and international silver, as it might be quite obvious from his screen name.
Right.
But he goes super into depth about the history of the coins, which is really nice. Silver Gopher is another good one. I enjoy his stuff. Gopher. Yeah. He's very knowledgeable again, goes into detail about the coins he gets, and he loves the world coins. I've sold a few to him, and I won one of his giveaways recently, and he won one of mine. So
yeah, I know.
I saw your congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a double win. That was huge.
Yeah, I was quite impressed. I was really hoping I was going to roll a 1 or a 20 so I could give away more, but
yeah. I mean, you can always just do another event. You can always give them all away if you wanted.
Yeah.
This 1907 is the key date for the early teens, early aughts. My bad, early aughts for the Canadian large cent. The key date actually is the H, which obviously, if you got your glasses on, you can tell I don't have an H. Me too, Alden. Me too. I've dove head in. I've been collecting foreign coins since my mom was a waitress, and I used to rifle through her change when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. So that's what got me started in foreign coins, and then, you know, every 2 to 3 years, I'll buy a couple $100 worth of foreign coins, go through them, put them in my desk, and then take a couple years off. And then the whole pandemic thing, we weren't allowed to do anything, so I spent all my extra money on coins this year. So, so kind of got me back into it, got me into the YouTube thing, and just like I enjoy it. So, so I'm gonna stick with it for a while, see what happens. So yeah, the 1907H is the key date. Obviously, I don't have that one. I keep saying that 800,000 was the mintage on that one. I can see that, Alden. You probably have. Thanks, Job. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I keep seeing your post every so often. I'm looking for another big buy. I know that was your seconds, but they were good to my collection, so I appreciate that. Thanks, JB. Good night.
Night.
He sold. It was one of those TACC type Facebook deals. It was $100 or $75 shipped.
Oh.
And it was a big red box of Lincolns and some Indians, and they were all rolls. Now he's a searcher, so I wholeheartedly believe I'm not going to go through them and find a mint mark, or I'm not going to find double die or anything like that. But we're talking rolls from a couple wheat rolls, an Indian head roll. I mean, they were all Coles, but I mean, even then, they're still 50 cents a piece.
Yeah.
And I got my value out of the wheat roll or one of the wheat rolls and the Indian head roll. I basically got my value out of those two rolls, and I got another 40 some rolls just on top of that. So he put it. I was the only one that bid, and I was just like, cool.
That
So
works.
I had my fun with it. I sorted it. I put it in my collection. So like I said, I have full faith that I'm not going to find a double die in there, but yeah, it's all good. So 1907, I'm going to log this one in and get it in the book. So
I don't have the patience for searching through rolls. I don't
I
know.
do at times. I love to check my change, but I'm a quarter guy. As much as I love the pennies and the old wheat pennies, I'm trying to find the variety and errors on some of those, especially in pocket change. You're not going to see them because of they're worn out so much. So
Mhm.
that's why a lot of people buy the wrapped rolls and the old tube rolls, because the coins are in great shape. It's easier to look, but odds are someone else has already looked.
Yeah.
So let's check out this one. Full denticles again. You can see all the leaves. Little worn denticles up there. This really is a nice coin. I know I had like 6 or 7 in my collection, and they were all pretty much wore out. What I bought from her is pretty good shape here. Let's check the king out. Yeah, there's a little. You can see some detail in the dress. You see the ear. That's always a good thing.
Mhm.
Not bad. Some staining, some spotting on the backside, but you can see there's a little bit of luster trying to sneak through on that one. So this probably a high grade coin.
So I did try roll searching a little bit. I'd always check into my banks and see if they had halves.
Yep,
And like I'd get a few rolls. I never had enough to like get a full box or whatever.
got you.
But I never found anything. And our town, we've got like 5 or 6 coin shops. So I know there's other searchers out there that are just tearing it apart. So
Yep.
I just gave
But
up.
I like doing the quarters. I'll do the pennies every now and then, or cents for you guys. See, Alden Davis has found some of his best in tube rolls, so they're out there. They're out
Yep.
there. So I know back in the day, I know a lot of guys would just basically um, find the best coins they could find, and just put them in a tube and put them away. They really didn't know what to search for. So that's why the tube rolls are still go for good value. I mean, that's the best way as explained to me, and I believe that to a point. Um, but yeah, I know Alton. I think he's a king of the 1960D leak and scent. I believe he's very knowledgeable in that coin, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
Yes, Kayla. Maybe next time you should get on stream and go through your Canadian coins with us. So 1907 has been logged in. I'm 3 coins in, 1 hour down. I'm very successful tonight.
I'm really enjoying this. I have to tell you that.
Well, I just know the few emails and texts we've sent back and forth. I knew we had the same kind of similar attitude about this stuff. I figured it'd be cool.
Yeah.
There he is, Alden chiming in. That he is. I've seen a few of yours. I got your email address, Kayla. Maybe next time we plan something, I'll invite you up. I'll send you the link.
I think we can have up to 10 for free, can't we?
Yes, we can have 10 pictures for free, or 10 streamers, whether it be phones or cameras or scopes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, after today's debacle, I don't think I'm gonna do a phone again.
I'm not sure. I think me talking to you, I was hearing myself when you heard me too, so that's why I was having issues. And I think we were having the same problem with me on the other side. So
Yeah.
All right. So 1916. I don't think the teen large cents. So it's George V. The teen large cents. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of value there. The key date there looks to be possibly the 15 or the 14 on mintage. So we're about that hour mark. We're close to midnight. I didn't know what your pumpkin time was.
Honestly, I just need to work for about an hour and a half tomorrow, and then me and my family are gonna go check out another cat. We've got one. We're thinking about getting another one because we're crazy.
I can see that. So 1916. So I've got 4 1916 large cents already logged in. And it out of the teen years, it is the second most highly minted. So 11 million of the 1916 minted. And I got 4 from a Facebook auction, and I've already got one in the book. And I put my extras in the back page. But this one is super nice. I mean, it's brown, but again, you're seeing all the detail in the leaves. When I'm hanging out, Alden, I'm always welcome to come up and visit with people. Problem is, a lot of my YouTube time, don't tell me, but is that when I'm at work, so it's kind of hard for me to stream at work. I just normally have it up on the background when I'm checking out other stuff on the computer. And I'm supposed to be on the computer. I got 7 screens in front of me when I work at night. So.
Are you supposed to be working now?
No, I'm at my shop now. I'm on my time. So I had a couple shirt orders, and when we get off here, I got to do one more before I go home. So that's why I decided to do mobile tonight.
That's fine.
Yeah. Look at that. Now, a little bit of the crown worn off there. That's the high point on the back coin, but lots of detail in the coat there. Very happy, very happy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to replace the 16 that I've got in there now with this bad boy, because the one I got in there now kind of looks a little cleaned. So, yeah. Let's see. I've never had to take one out yet. See how easy it is. Not bad. So I'm going to show this on my phone. Probably can't see actually, I'll just put it in this way. So you can see how that one is still brown. And then, of course, you could tell right away this one looked like it's been dipped in taco sauce or something. You ever done that?
No, I haven't tried cleaning any of my coins. I've thought about it.
Well, it was a science experiment when I was in high school. Try to figure out how to clean a coin. And it was basically an experiment on patina and chemical reactions with different stuff. So, no, Alden, it's not a Dansko. I wish they made a Dansko for Canadian large cents. I'll show it to you here in a second. I'm going to put the new 16 in. So U16 goes into my number 1 spot. So this is a lighthouse. There we go. So they got real fancy on the border, but the thing is, it's Dansko quality. So it's the thicker pages with the plastic sheathing. The years there, and then the mintages are on. So there's information on the front flap and mintages on the back flap. So these very informative books. I like these a lot. They're about $20 a piece, and you can get them from lighthouse.com. Not a sponsor as of yet. So, but I bought. Actually, I didn't buy. My wife bought them for me. I asked them for Christmas. I got every book that they made for cents, nickels, dimes, and quarters. So I think it was 10 books total. So I've been filling them in one at a time as much as I could.
Nice.
So I'm going to give that one a big old XF. I like, well, it is a little rubbed on the backside, just the top of the crown. Maybe not. But log this in as an album coin. And she's logged in. All right. I'm going to put this one in the back. The back page has 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 slots that you could just fill in. There was no large cents after 1920, so they went to the small cent. So that goes to the next book. If they had a Dansko for the Canadians, I would get them, Alden. I got a Dansko for the Europe. Europe sounds good, Kayla. Thank you. The Europe new coinage. It's 20 countries. Each country there's 2 countries per page. The book was like I got it for like $18 off of a Far North Coins auction. But they sell for like $40 on eBay, and I had a package coming anyway, so I was just like, yeah, just throw it in there. I haven't yet to fill that one out yet, but that's the only foreign Dansko that I have. I know there is 3 Australian Danskos for some of the smaller mintage coins, and then there is a Canadian Dansko, but I think it's for the silver dollars. I think that's the only one I've seen. But do you know why Dansko did they completely stop making books before COVID hit, or is that just since a COVID thing that they stopped making the books? Do you know that, Alden? Oh, I'm gonna pull out another one here, and this one's got a different. I think this is an oldie. 1895.
Nice.
So this is a little bit worn versus the other one. You can't really tell in the scope because you can still see all the leaves. But it does have a little wear right there in the center where everybody's thumb's been for 100 years. Of course, I got all my websites on my iPad here. One of these days, I'll figure out how to pop that up too. 1895. That's Queen Victoria. So there's no varieties on the 1895, and this one actually has got some good value. So in worn down A3 condition, AG3 condition, it's a $3 coin. So in G4 condition, this is an $8 coin. And I bet there is a variety of a low hanging 5. You can see how the 5's a little bit lower than the 9 there. Oh, there it is. Miscellaneous unclassified. So that probably means they're all. Hubby died and his wife owns the company, and I'm not sure what she's going to do with it. Interesting. We'll have to tell Mrs. Dansko that the market's running out of Dansko books and we need some more books. But I know for a fact that that's really driven the Dansko book market through the roof on a handful, like the Lincoln Cent Proof 1909 to 2000. Was it 2009 or? I don't think it went that high. The 1909 proof only book, you can't find it cheaper than $100. I mean, it retailed at $30 when it came out.
That's ridiculous.
The other book, I think the proof only Merchdime book is starting to get a little scarce too. Well, one, I don't think they made very many proof Mercs. I think there was only a handful. And then the one that I've been trying to fill is the silver proof included into the America the Beautiful quarter set. So they made 2 books because they had a whole extra row of the silvers, so they could only put so many slots in the book. So they made 2 books for 10 years. I've got the ones for the state quarters, and I've got them almost full. I'm starting on the America the Beautiful set right now, and I've got 3 years of the silvers, but I'm trying to find the books first that are cheaper than $200. There's one pair right now on eBay, and the guy just sent me an offer, 195 a piece, and I'm like, I really can't spend $200 on a book with nothing in it. Maybe I'll find them at a coin show one day. Gotcha, Alden. That makes sense. I got a couple side things. If I were to go, I'm sure my wife wouldn't care about either. So, so yeah, I think this is a miscellaneous unclassified 1895 low 5 cent. Yep, they just showed a picture. It's pretty obvious it's a low 5. If it's unclassified, I have a feeling that that might be like a hub die or something. They're probably all low 5s. So errors to look for on. So there's a die clash between the 9 and the 5. I see something between the 9 and the 5. Do you see that? Looks like there's a little shadow on the 5. It says there's a die clash there. Let's see if there's a picture. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Huh. The die crack between the N and A in Canada. I think that's on the other side. I'm under. Hey, Kayla. Thanks for coming back. So the die crack between the N and A of Canada. I don't have my close-up scope, but I'm not seeing anything in there. Thanks, Holden. I'm on Coins in Canada. They showed a picture of it on my iPad, so I didn't quite couldn't show it on the stream. Die crack on the legend. What is the legend? Oh, so it says this is known for die cracks up here in this word right here. That's cool. Look at that detail in Queen Victoria. You see some rubbing on her face there. A little bit rubbing on the hair, but the crown is pretty intact. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. Nice. So I'm going to log this in the book.
Nice.
Yeah, the rest of them are all die cracks, which I think is pretty common with these old copper coinage.
Mm-hmm. I've never looked at mine that close. I'll have to check them out once I get a scope.
Yeah. Be honest with you, I have an app on my phone that is a pretty good scope.
Oh.
It's a touch grainy, but you definitely can see. I mean, you can see die cracks, you can see double dies, you can see that stuff with it. It's a little grainy, so it's not something you could send into, the Q&A coin show on Thursday night. They wouldn't like those pictures, but you definitely can see what you're looking for.
Okay.
So like when I'm at, like if somebody hands me a coin and says, cool, what's this? I'm like, I pull out my phone app. Like, yeah, this is such and such. So the last eBay auction I got, I paid $40 for. I've got it in the can. I haven't put any of the edits to it yet. But it is, it was an 1859 second year Canadian large cent.
Nice.
And it had a low 9 variety to it, and it was like a $25 coin in bad shape. I'm like, I paid $40 for the lot, and that was the lot I was telling you about that had all the New Orleans tokens in it. Alden, I've got a French coin that is from the 1700s.
I think you said U.S.
What is the old? Oh, there you go. What is the oldest U.S. coin you have? I do have a large cent from the 1830s. Yeah, it's basically tucked away in a book that I don't really do anything with anymore.
I've got an 1828 1 cent. It's pretty worn. I just got some capped bus dimes. Yeah. First ones ever, but extremely worn. I actually just had a video out on them. I think one was 1827 and the other one was 1831. But they have to be probably 401. You can hardly read them. 1798. Whew.
I just did an evaluation for a buddy of mine last Saturday. And he probably had, I don't know, $800 in constitutional silver. And then he had this little baggie. It had probably 15 coins in it. And they were all the coins that you would put into a typeset.
Nice.
Half dime, large cent, half cent. And they all averaged between like $20 and $100 a coin. And I told him, because his mom was thinking about selling the collection, and I told him, I'm like, if you really want to sell those, I said, I can find some buyers for you. But I said, this baggie right here, these are all typeset type coins. I said, I would keep these. They're only going to grow in value. I was like, I can find buyers for your silver, no problem, you know, if you really want to go that route. But the half cent that he got, the thing was beautiful. You saw every detail on the coin. You saw all the denticles. You saw everything on the face. It was the draped bust, 1804, half cent. And at the bottom, it had the 1/200 printed or mint or etched on the bottom. Best old coin that I think I've ever seen in my life. Somebody took a knife to the word half and basically scratched it out. It was like when I flipped that coin over and saw that the word half was scratched out, I about cried. I'm like that was the way and the shape that was in, and even still, it probably has some decent value to it. But I'm like, in the shape that was in, I'm like, that's like a house payment, dude.
Yeah.
Sweet, Alden. I haven't even really started on my first one yet. All right, 1895 is going in the book. I've got gloves at the house. I probably should have brought them. I'm thumbing all these coins. It's 1895. I'm giving this one a good grade. Yeah, I don't know the buy. Okay. Perfect. Say I got double duty tomorrow. I got the shop for about 4 hours, and then I got to go to work tomorrow night.
Hey, Partridge family. Welcome.
Partridge Family Prospecting. I haven't seen that name in a while. How you doing, buddy? Say Alden's the mainstay in the auctions as well. Like I said, I hang out mostly to understand what people are buying, what they're buying it for, paying attention to coin value, stuff like that. Like I said, a lot of times, like if you listen to Lemonhead Penny, he'll talk 18 minutes to sell a coin for 30 seconds, but he gives you so much information. And Robert with CoinOp is the same way. I mean, he'll sit there and explain the coin to you, why it's worth its value. And so, I mean, they're more learning experiences than they are buying experiences.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's the main reason why I go to them. I mean, every now and then I might snag something, but cool, Partridge. This is Brad's World Coins. We've had a few dealings, and we just decided to get on live and chit chat and put our coin, sort our coins while we're talking. So I bought a lot of Canadian large cents from Misplaced Supergirl. And I'm just basically going through them, logging them in Numista, and putting them in my Lighthouse coin album.
And I'm going through a bunch of coins, figuring out where my duplicates are so I can start to consolidate my collection. Next time I'll have a scope. I sent you an email so you can tell me where to get it or which
I saw
one to
the
get.
email pop in. There it is. I got you.
I've been building up some savings for my budget.
So my budget, I try to keep myself to about $100 a month.
Okay.
Last year I had a few months kind of got out of hand, so I just spent $50. $50 on, you probably saw it on TACC, 8 pounds of Mexican coins.
Oh, nice. I think I did see you get that, yeah.
So it was less than $7 a pound shipped. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Which one do you need, Kayla? The 17? If I'm not mistaken, that wasn't on your list from earlier, so you probably do need the 17. Canadian large cent. Yep, and I've already got one from another Facebook auction. So Alden said Robert, Travis, and I do a lot of videos together on my channel. Robert is the guy that runs CoinOp, and Travis is Lemonhead Penning. So they both do auctions like twice a week. Travis sometimes does once a week, but I know every now and then he'll pick up. But Travis is a late night guy. You'll see him like Find It Buried and some other streams until like 3, 4 in the morning. He's a West Coaster. Robert's actually out of Cincinnati. I've met him, and I make his T-shirts and sell online. So both good dudes, knowledgeable, and apparently they do shows on Alden's channel. I'm going to have to, I'm going to YouTube right now to make sure I'm sub to Alden Davis. I'm pretty sure I am, but nothing like watching a guy surf the internet. At least I'm not screaming. Every time I'm watching my kids watch streams, that's all they do is scream.
Yeah.
Not my kids, the streamers. I'm like, who listens to this stuff? Oh, Bull Malarkey. I know I've been subbed to you before.
Yeah, I thought YouTube was like cleaning up subs or something like that. I don't know. I hear these weird things every so often. I don't know how much to believe.
Yeah. Well, I went above 300 and then dipped below 300, so they did a scrub on me. Alden, 495 subscribers, has 56 videos. Yep. And his main video right there is Travis, Robert, and him talking coins. There it is.
Cool. You guys do mostly American coins, I'm assuming?
I think their show's mostly American. I know Robert dips into foreign because his wife is from Singapore, I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So he has like, he's very knowledgeable on their coins as well. I've actually had a phone conversation with him. He was trying to explain to me what years not to buy and what years to buy. And if you buy this year, make sure you see this star. And I'm thinking, crap, I can't write this fast enough.
I've got a handful of Singapore, but they're mostly from the 70s. I love the coins, but yeah, haven't gotten too much from there.
Got it. Oh, and then Alden Davis, the Durbans, they do auctions. They're kind of paired with CoinOp and Robert. They do on the same nights, but they flip-flop times. They do a lot of rolls. They do more rolls than the other groups. Robert goes back and forth on rolls. Robert's more of an error guy. But yeah, Joe and Diane Durbin, Durbin auctions, they're pretty popular as well.
Okay.
Lost some, gained some when I was not on. Yep. I think that's what happens. If you're not active, I think they just start picking away stuff from you. Partridge. When I took about a 3 to 4 month sabbatical there, where I was just getting on about once a week. I saw my numbers dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted a video last week and got like 18, 20 comments. I was like, oh, cool.
That's cool.
We'll start putting more stuff out.
Yeah, I'm getting about maybe 6 or 7 every video. Not too much. There was a time where I was getting a video.
I'm logging my own collections. All I'm doing.
Yeah. I don't know. There was a string where I had every single video for about a month straight, got 100 views or so, but it's still only like 5 or 6 comments. And then now it's dropped back down to like 18, 20 views a video. So whatever.
So the couple other foreign coin guys I like to listen to is Florida Lena definitely cracks me up. My youngest son loves her. She gets howling on those auctions. So have you ever heard of a coin or a Square Coin Man?
I haven't.
He started off with only doing Square coins, and every now and then he'll show off his Square coin collection, but he's from Netherlands, I think. And he will actually go and talk to the people that design the coins. He'll call them up or he'll write them, and all his information literally is straight from the source, from whoever minted it, carved it, designed it, whatever. And all his information is like, here's a picture of the drawing that they made this coin from. And you see how they carried the dolphin here for this, to carry this effect. And then they changed the tree because it didn't mint well. And, it's like, and he has like that deep deep European Dutch accent. And he's just kind of very soothing when he goes over those.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch almost all his videos. He's very informative. He had one talking about a country in Africa that was it was basically a governmental coin depicting life and race and everything else, and it was just how they put it together was just the thought of the coin was pretty cool. So the outside denticles on this one, you can see how it's rubbed on that side, but then they're pretty sharp on that side. But beyond that, the dress off the coat and the dress on that guy, you can still see the collar. I think you can see some hair in his ear there. That's how detailed this coin is. This is a good 1917, Kayla. I might have to replace this one in my book.
See you later, Partridge.
See you, Partridge. Thank you. Appreciate you popping in, man. Yep. I got a 1 shirt order, and then I got to be back here tomorrow morning. I'm all good. I was hoping to cut it about an hour, but I think we cruised right past an hour.
Yeah. We can wrap it up if you want. I don't mind.
Yeah. Sounds good, Alden. I appreciate it. Thanks for popping in, man.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Thanks.
We'll have some more of these. Probably have some on Brad's channel as well, so we might go back and forth, especially if you guys like talking foreign coinage. I know a lot of these guys just like to hang out and just talk in general, and they're all just coin people, so they enjoy coin talk of everything. So
I'm always down for that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
I got a few coins in my book, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, I forgot I had this one.
What's that?
We'll see how well it comes out.
Is that cash? Chinese cash coin?
This is from Japan.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Is it going to zoom there? Nope. Dang it. Anyway, this is a Japanese 4 Mon from 1821. Really, actually great condition despite the blurry photos.
Cool.
Yeah, I need to get that scope.
I know some of those are so hard to distinguish.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky. I used Coinoscope and it popped it right up.
Normally, I have to use Coinoscope to put me in the right direction, and then I got to go find it and read the stuff on the wall.
Yeah, I used to rely on Coinoscope. Well, no, I used to rely on ucoin.net because then I could look at all those little hover pictures and whatnot. And then I went to Coinoscope, and then I got mad at Coinoscope because it was accurate maybe 50% of the time. And I was like, I could find this faster. So I lost my patience for it.
Cool.
Maybe they'll get better someday.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down there. Like I said, I got both shift duties tomorrow, so I gotta finish a shirt order tonight, and then I'll be back here bright and early tomorrow morning.
All right.
It's closer to afternoon. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
My schedule's kind of weird. It goes back and forth. I work every other Tuesday, every other Wednesday, every other Thursday type thing. So
Okay.
We'll keep in touch. I got your number, so we'll definitely do more of these. Thanks, Kayla. You take it easy down there as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank Alden for coming in. Thank Partridge for coming in. I know JOB was here earlier. John Avoof was in here earlier. Have you ever seen John Avoof's channel?
I haven't.
He takes pictures from like Playboy magazines and other stuff like that, and then he puts them into frames. He's got like stacks and stacks of frames. He's Hidden Numismatist was here as well. So yeah, he's an art appreciator. He goes over, talks about people who made the art and their design and what, you know. He's kind of like the Square Coin guy. He goes and finds out all this information and talks about it. It's kind of neat. He'll put some smooth jazz or some smooth music on in the background and just sit there and do it and talk it out. It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
All right, sounds good. I think this was a first good show or a first good start. I know we were just kind of going off the seat of our pants there for a minute, but I definitely have plenty of stuff that we can put on scope and talk about. And even if I don't know anything about it, we can look it up on the fly. So.
Yeah, and I've got plenty of stuff I'm looking through that'll always be fun to talk about. So.
Sounds good. We'll get you a scope and we'll go back and forth here and see if we can maybe grow this a little bit more. But if anything, just, you know, once a week or once every other week, just chat and do whatever.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I normally sign off all my videos to make someone smile today. I know it's 12:30 in the morning, so make someone smile whenever. But any parting words for you, Brad?
No, just keep on collecting, doing what you like. Keep the hobby alive.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
So, oh.